and the Nam Hatta. So I think the theme from last 3 weeks we are discussing around is about the holy name, and because next Sunday we'll be celebrating Nityananda Tirdashi. So the theme is that continuing from the how by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu and the holy name should spread across everywhere. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave direct instructions to Nityananda Prabhu to spread the holy name. So that's the theme we are discussing from last 3 weeks. So today we will discuss about Bhaktivinode Thakur, his life, and how he spread this preaching process in a very different way, and taking that into consideration, even our sampradayas, some acharyas and the Maharajas, they took this very seriously and then expanding this spreading of Krishna consciousness across the whole world as well. So let's chant the prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharya Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachadya Satarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So before discussing about Sachinandana Bhaktivinode Thakur, let's offer our obeisances to him to get his blessings. Is it okay? Hare Krishna. Okay. So let's pray towards his lotus feet to get his blessing, to discuss about him. You know, it's a difficult task to discuss about acharyas. However, we'll try our best to understand their mood and what they wanted to give us. That's very important. Let's say, Namo Bhaktivinodaya. Please repeat. Namo Bhaktivinod Sachidananda Namine Gaura Sakti Sarupaya Rupanugavarayate. Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Sakti Sarupaya Rupanugavarayate. Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Sakti Sarupaya Rupanugavarayate. So our Bhaktivinode Thakur has been described as he is a form of eternity, knowledge and bliss, such as Ananda. And he is Gaura Sakti Sarupaya. So Gaura Sakti, he has got a potency of Gaura or Gauranga Mahaprabhu. His incarnation of Gaura's potency, so Gaura Shakti. And his Rupa Anuga, he is the follower of our six Goswami. Rupa Anuga means all others, our six Goswami. So Bhaktivinode Thakur, living his family life and giving Krishna consciousness, he was always following the footsteps of our acharyas. And that too, we'll discuss about how he got the name Sachidananda and thing. But more importantly, he is spreading the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very importantly. And, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, wherever there is a decline of religious, I incarnate. Actually, this is the how Krishna incarnates, either by himself or through his devotees, to deliver, to re-establish the dharmas. And we'll see how Bhaktivinode Thakur, when he appeared and when he grew up, on the time, there is so much of upper sampradayas, and they try to dilute the teachings of Mahaprabhu, and then he brought it back. Right. So we'll go through some lifetimes of Bhaktivinode Thakur, and we'll continue. So we know about 6 Goswamis. They were associate of Mahaprabhu, and they helped Mahaprabhu to reinvent whole Vrindavan that we see now. And in a similar way, Bhaktivinode Thakur has been given a upadhi as 7th Goswami. Just imagine, he was a grahastha, isn't it? Most of his life he was a grahastha. And it's actually an indication to all of us, being a grahastha, we can also become on the platform of the Goswamis. It means was controlling our senses and spreading Krishna consciousness. That's all. That's how Bhaktivinoda Thakur has done, and he's taught us. So what he says in the very start, he says the benefit which we can give to society or the humanitarian work are of three types. What are those? One is showering mercy to the gross body, the first. And the second is to the mind. And the third is to the soul. What does it mean? It means, first of all, he says showering mercy to gross body. He writes in Sajjana Toshini. What does it mean? We say as paropkara, means doing welfare to the other people. So if someone is hungry, if you feed him, someone is shelterless, you give shelter to him, and open hospitals and things. These are all comes into the section of showering mercy to the gross body, because those are all connected to the body itself. And then it goes more higher. He says second level of welfare which we can do to our society is by providing or mercy through the mind, or to the mind of each people, by the books, by giving the knowledge, by giving them the right understanding. That's how this is the soul of the mind, to read, to know and things, how this cosmos is working, why are we here, Atato Brahma Jigyasa, inquiring about this. These are the knowledge which he says the second level. And then he goes on the third level. He says the showering mercy to each soul. So that's the best thing what we can do, to give anyone the essence of Krishna consciousness, by which what happens is he cut down the knot of this material cycle and goes back to Godhead. In other two, by showering mercy onto the body or the gross body or to the mind, we still remain entangled in this material world. The root cause of misery is not being cut down yet. It goes on. The Prabhupada gives an example saying that if a person, if he's just imagine, right now Kumbh Mela is going on, so many people have been lost here and there. And just imagine in a great assembly, if someone get lost, and if we provide him some food, he's a child, he's hungry, that's good. He's actually, hunger is gone away for a couple of hours. What happened next? In the evening, we need more prasad. Again hungry, isn't it? So after 3 hours or 4 hours, the child will get hungry again. And Prabhupada says that the second level of welfare is, if someone comes and gives him a blanket, saying, okay, night is coming, you'll get cold, get some blanket, that's also very good. However, Prabhupada says, just see the third person who comes and says, oh, I know you very well, who are you? I know your parents, and I'll take you back to your parents. So all the three essentially has done the good work. The one who gave food, the one who gave some shelter, maybe the blanket or things, and the third one who took the child to the parent. So Prabhupada says the third person has done the best, because he took the person to his parents. And once the child is under care of his parents, he need not to worry more about his food, about shelter and anything else. So that's what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, that the best service which we can do to society is to teach and preach about the science of soul. When we understand who am I, then we try to understand who the Supreme Lord is, and then eventually we can go back to Godhead. Right? So, and who is doing this? These are being done by the Vaishnavas, no one else. The Vaishnavas, they understand they are para dukkha dukhi. In general, people are para dukkha sukhi. If someone is suffering, then we become happy. Wow. And if someone is happy, we get suffering. How my colleague, he got promotion. How my neighbor got a big car. Why not me? Isn't it? That's the general people. But in Vaishnavas, they become dukhi. They become sorrow by seeing the misery of the other people. The question comes up here is, how can a people or people in general, they understand this point, that the service to the soul is the highest platform? How do you understand this point? There's a very, very important thing to understand. How, you know, how to understand people in this world, they praise so much about the people who do some welfare work, but there's very tiny praise toward the Vaishnavas who are doing the real benefit to the whole society. It says, Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Vijnana Bujai. By our knowledge, by understanding, it's very difficult to understand the activities of Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas are giving the best to the world by giving Krishna consciousness, right? And they are more praiseworthy. So the question is, how it happens that many people, they miss to glorify the understanding of acharyas, Vaishnavas, right? Only pure devotees are there who take this service to give knowledge to the knowledge of the soul to the whole society. And there are actually very, 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 very few. And one of those at the time was prominent Bhaktivinode Thakur. He was known as Kedar Nath Datta. Right? And then he appeared on 1838 AD and on 2nd September. And let's see about his biography a bit. So he appeared in a village called as Ula, that is Nadia, and he took birth in a material uncle's house. And however, his paternal uncle's house was in Orissa. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur always been connected to Bengal and to Orissa as well. And we know very well how he excelled his magistry. He became a deputy minister later on. And his father was Ananda Chandra Datta and his mother Jagat Mohini. And then in very 2 years, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he started speaking things in a poetry way, in a poem ways. He started speaking like that. And it's been said that at 6 years, he was well versed in understanding of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So he got desire to understand more about the philosophical stuffs. At 9 years, he read all about astrology, Jyotish Vidya, Jyotish Shastra, very good, very nicely. And at 10 years, he started inquiring about Atato Brahma Jigyasa, what is Brahman? And then it goes more. And at the age of 11, his father left this world, that our Anand Chandra Datta. And at 12 year, Bhaktivinoda Thakur got married. Once, when he was studying, his teacher, one of the teacher was, a very famous person. He says Iswar Chandra Vidyasagar, and he was he wrote a book. Actually, he wrote a book on it says Bodha Daya, and describing about the Supreme Being like that. And there he says that the Lord is impersonal. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, being a student, when he read, and he asked a question, "Oh, my dear sir, how do you write this? Have you not seen the Supreme Lord? Or don't you know who he is?" And then, I mean, this Prabhupada says, Ishwachandra Vidyasagar was very humble. And actually, as Bhakti Thakur pointed out this question, that how could write something that is impersonal, then he says, yeah, I accept your point. And then he admitted that, yes, this is not a correct one. He is a person, he's not impersonal, right? So then uh, his grandfather, he was just astrologer as well, and he predicted that Bhaktivinoda Thakur is going to be uh, a good Vaishnava, great Vaishnavas, and he's also going to get a very high, prestigious governmental job. So he predicted very long back. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there's a very saying that pen is the sword, is mightier than the sword. If you use sword, it might harm, but pen is more mightier than that. And because of that, and taking that into consideration, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is a associate of the Lord, and as discussed earlier, whenever there's a decline in religious principles, either Krishna himself or his associate, they appear to take in charge, to re-establish dharma. Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavata bharata. Whenever there's a decline in the religiosity, someone prominent comes up. And then at the time, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's winding up his pastime, the Sanatana Dharma and the teachings of Mahaprabhu, they were getting declined. There were so many apasampradayas, other people, they started kind of concocting or misleading the teachings of Mahaprabhu, and they were spreading this across whole area. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur took in charge of that. He wrote very strongly against those philosophy, and then defeated each one again and again. And that's how he re-established this Krishna consciousness by the time. And it's very, very difficult to cultivate Krishna consciousness without hearing from a bona fide parampara. And because these apasampradaya at the time, Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are 13 types of apasampradayas. Apasampradaya means they show themselves that I am from Sampradaya, I follow Mahaprabhu, but in the teachings, they deviate the teachings. They go here and there, right? So it's very, very important to understand Krishna consciousness under bona fide parampara. And without that, it's very easy to get deviated. And that's how Bhaktivinoda Thakur, from that time, he was being known as Seventh Goswami, because he re-established what Mahaprabhu has given to us properly. And then he wrote so many books. More than 100 books he has written just to give us the Gaudiya Sampradaya, a nice content. And one of the famous book we know is Jaiva Dharma. Jaiva Dharma is a kind of condensed of Srimad Bhagavatam and Shad Bhakti by Jiva Goswami. So going ahead, when he saw that these apasampradaya were growing more and more, he started to defeat them by his writings. And his writings were so profound. He was very well versed in Sanskrit. He took some teachers to learn this Sanskrit very well, and he went completely scholar in that as well. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given so much to this Gaudiya Sampradaya, which called as food for the soul. So what the soul can get by understanding this whole scriptures, by studying the philosophy as it is, as Prabhupada says, Bhagavad Gita as it is, Yatharup. So he also wrote so many books, and especially his Saranagati is quite famous, bhajans by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, right? And going ahead, in 1884, he established one association called as Vishwa Vaishnava Sabha. So Vaishnava Sabha, association of Vaishnavas in the whole Vishwa. And Especially he established this to preach Krishna consciousness according to Srimad Bhagavatam and philosophy of given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and no deviation at all. As we offer obeisances to him by saying that Gaura Sakti Sarupaya Rupanaga Varayate. So he was the follower of our Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, Rupanugas. So the teachings what he gave has no deviation at all, right? Then he was so scholar when we grew up, and he was being appreciated by everyone, not only just the devotees, but from all other people as well. And at the time, the Britishers were ruling in the India, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he initially he became a teacher, and then he actually established a few of the schools in Orissa, and then he came to Puri. And then when he came to Puri, he actually spent few years to deep dive into our literature, especially Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So at that time, we got a very nice copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita by Prabhupada's commentary. Writing is properly, isn't it? And at that time, I've heard that there was many versions of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and to find which one is bona fide was difficult. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he went through those and found that which is the bona fide one. And by reading Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita again and again, he developed love towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it is being described that the very three important achievements of Bhaktivinoda Thakur were his books and writings, and the second was discovery of the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is the one who discovered the place where we call as the Mayapur now. And the third one was he innovated the way of preaching this Krishna consciousness through Namahatta, right? And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was very much proficient in reading Krishna Katha and grasping the philosophy very well and understanding the philosophy in a more deeper way. He used to read again and again Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, as well as he read Jiva Goswami Sandarbhas to go more deeper into the philosophy, right? He got initiated by Bipin Bihari Goswami, and actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur is eternal associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He is a Manjari, and there's a pastime happens as well. Once he was actually chanting holy name, Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And it went a bit more late night or more in the deeper night. He was completely absorbed in chanting the holy name. And as he was chanting the holy name, actually he entered into the pastime of Radha and Krishna in that mood. And then suddenly he started making some puris, making puris for the Lord. And then I said, what happened? You're making some puris. Actually, he was still on the Leela. He says, Krishna, and they are tired now, so I'm making some puris for them. So he was so absorbed in the chanting the holy name as well. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur had 13 children, 8 sons and 5 daughters. And we could see that how being in a grahastha, having a very high position in the society, he was a deputy magistrate in the court, and then he was also managing Jagannath Puri administrative work as well. Being so much engaged, still he never gave up the preaching work of Krishna consciousness. He always engaged himself in reading thoroughly the scriptures provided our Goswamis and and Srimad Bhagavatam. As discussed earlier, so he wrote so many books, and in one of the books, as he was writing a poem, he gave one of the song name as a it says, Sachidananda Prema Alankara, in the ornaments of Prema. And from that day, he is being called as Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Actually Sachidananda Kedarnath, but later on it turned to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So there were, I discussed earlier as well, there was 13 upper sampradaya Prabhupada writes, and then this upper sampradaya, they started diluting the society, and by writing Bhaktivinode Thakur, he defeated every one of them again and again. At one time, there was a tree, this is a banyan tree, and where there was a ghost was residing, and people they were very much fearful to approach the tree. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually read, and one of the Brahman, he came to ask alms to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, okay, that's fine. You just go and read Srimad Bhagavatam under the tree. And the Brahmana, he read Bhagavatam under the tree for 7 days. And then what happened? The tree broke out. Just imagine, the tree broke out, and then there's the ghost, he left the tree. And before that, people were very much, they're fearful to reach toward the tree. And it's being many instances that the people who reach there in the night, sometime later, people just find the bones, nothing else with the person. And from that day, the tree broke, and then the liberation of the ghost happened by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, just 7 days. And then I'll read something from what Prabhupada says about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Amazingly, Prabhupada says, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada gives a summary appreciation of the Thakur in a transcription of the lecture given according to the text itself on Gaura Purnima in 1969. It was the desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur to spread the life and precepts of Lord Chaitanya in the Western countries. So with this in view of publishing the book Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his life and precepts, he sent copies to various universities' libraries, and one of the copies was found in the McGill University in Montreal. After 72 years, this book was found in the library by one of our students, and he brought it to me. From a materialistic point of view, I was born in a different families, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur belonged to a different family, and my spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, happened to be the fifth son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Although at home, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was actually the spiritual master of my spiritual master, still, he recommended Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur when he was a young man, about 18 years old, that you go to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji and become initiated by him. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a magistrate, and my Guru Maharaj belonged to very respectful family. So he narrated the story before us. And when he was recommended to be initiated by Gaura Kishore Babaji Maharaj, this Gaura Kishore Babaji Maharaj used to reject Bhaktivinoda Thakur as his guide. The Gaura Kishore Babaji Maharaj used to respect Bhaktivinoda Thakur as his guide. Therefore, we take it that in our disabled succession, that Bhaktivinoda Thakur guided Gaura Kishore Babaji Maharaj, and Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj initiated my spiritual master. Therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is accepted as a spiritual master of the spiritual master of my spiritual master. So he is the fourth generation grandman spiritual master. And then Prabhupada says, interestingly, that so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtana movement, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur desired in 1896, And somehow or other, coincidentally, I do not know what was his desire. I was born in that same year. So just imagine where where Bhakti Thakur is desiring to expand this movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, someone is already there. Prabhupada is already there to take the charge. Maybe after 50 years, 60 years, he is all there to take the charge. Right. And that's why uh, then Prabhupada says, practically, very important for all of us, practical that this Chaitanya movement was, of course, Lord Chaitanya inaugurated this movement 500 years ago. And after that, so many pseudo Chaitanyas depreciated the whole thing. But the Chaitanya movement in its pure form, as it is, was restarted by Bhakti Thakur. And his purpose says we should take it that Bhakti Thakur was the origin of Krishna consciousness movement in its pure form. Isn't it? So, I mean, we say that the movement, Hare Krishna movement, is started by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but in due course of time, actually, it was getting diluted and getting here and there by upper Sampradaya's society. And Bhakti Thakur was the one who reinvented this. That's what Prabhupada says here, that Bhakti Thakur was the origin of the Krishna conscious movement in its pure form. Right. And then there was one of the Brahmana, he was trying to go against Bhakti Thakur as well, but he got again diseased, right? So then Prabhupada says, the Prabhupada describes about the mission of Bhakti Thakur, that there are three prominent missions of Bhakti Thakur. He says that in the biography of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, written by Bhakti Kusum Sharman Maharaj, he identifies three major areas of the Thakur's achievements. First, his books and writings in various languages dealing with the science of Krishna consciousness, as found in the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the revealed scriptures. Second was the discovery of Lord's actual birthplace. And third, the innovation he introduced for the purpose of preaching the teachings of Lord Chaitanya and the six Goswamis throughout the world. Beyond this, the Thakur established the deities of Lord Chaitanya and Srimati Vishnupriya at Mayapur, and in Godurma Dvipa, his place of bhajana. He established and worshipped the deities of Gaura Gadadhara. He also personally preached about pure Krishna Bhakti, and his activities demonstrated his timeline, enthusiasm, and determination for broadcasting Vaishnava Dharma. So very profoundly, Bhakti Thakur, he preached the Krishna consciousness, and these characteristics are all indication of being an eternal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is very important to understand and know that in which parampara we belong to. Right? In one of the pastimes, it's been described that Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a manjari, is called as Kamala Manjari, and once he wanted to meet Srimati Radharani as a Kamala Manjari, and when she went to meet Srimati Radharani, and Lalita Sakhi was there, and Lalita Sakhi said that actually Srimati Radharani is resting now, and she don't want to meet anyone now. Then this Kamala Manjari says that that's okay, that's fine. If you can just inform her that someone from Gauda Paksha has came to meet you. Gauda Paksha means from side of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He has came to meet you. And then as soon as Srimati Radharani heard about this, that, oh, someone came from Gauda Paksha, from side of Mahaprabhu, and she immediately invited Kamala Manjari to meet. So just imagine, if we want the mercy of Srimati Radharani, so it's better and best to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that way actually we can serve the whole parampara nicely, isn't it? So, and it is an honor for us to be in the parampara, and to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his movement, to be a part, to serve Krishna consciousness. And what happened, after the past times, in when Bhaktivinoda Thakur was serving as a magistrate in Jagannath Puri, and he was completely so much busy with his schedule. We'll see the schedule. It was quite amazing schedule, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, isn't it? Prabhupada writes in this book. This book gives two pages of his schedule, an amazing, ideal, time management. You can't fail about time management over there. And then, importantly, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he took leave for 2 years in the middle, right, 1891 till 1893. And he says, I will take two years of furlough. Actually, he wanted to quit the job, but in solving the problems, as a judge. And it's being said that the other judges who take, days and days to give decision, Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to give right away 2-minute decision, just hear things and then conclude it, all done. He was so expert in giving those decisions as well. And that's how they say, okay, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur agreed with the 2 years of furlough. And what he did in 2 years are very amazing. Can you imagine, he opened 500 Namahattas in those 2 years, and mostly in Bengals. So we'll discuss more about this Namahatta, which is marketplace of holy name, right? And so the mode of Bhaktivinoda Thakur to establish this Namahattas were completely matching with the spirit of Nityananda Prabhu, who was being ordered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go and preach Krishna consciousness, right? So there it's being said that one of the place is being described. Yeah, it says how Bhaktivinoda Thakur's spreading Namahatta, or spreading Krishna consciousness, aligned with Nityananda Prabhu. He says from Charitanya Bhagavata Madhyalila 1813, 8 and 9. Suno suno Nityananda, suno Haridasa, sarvatra amaragya karaho prakasha, prati ghare ghare giya karo e viksha, bolo Krishna bhajo Krishna karo Krishna siksha. Oh, hear me Nityananda, hear me Haridas, simply disseminate my order everywhere. Go from house to house and beg the residents as of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And taking that in the consideration, he went to house and house to spread Krishna consciousness. He would knock the door and say, okay, chant holy name. And when he established this Namahattas, Namahatta is marketplace, so where we buy and sell things. But here the only way to buy things is your faith. By faith you take the holy name, as Nityananda Prabhu says, without any consideration of religion, caste and creed, it should be given to everyone. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he established this by giving everyone. And I have noted out some points of the benefit of Namahatta. We'll go through those as well, right? So importantly, what he says, prati ghare ghare giya, go to each and every house, right, and give Krishna consciousness, right? So, and speak to them about Krishna consciousness, ask them to sing Krishna consciousness, and then move ahead, and the next house, next house, and next house. So this is the way uh, the marketplace of holy name was being established in many ways, and that this is the how innovative way of preaching Krishna consciousness. So there are so many benefit of opening marketplace of Sri Harinama, Sri Holy Name. So it's been described nicely that how this marketplace are being taken into consideration, how Bhaktivinoda Thakur has broken down into different levels. He says that in the Nam Hatta, the Thakur always describes himself as sweeper, a sweeper of the marketplace of the holy name. The sweeper, what is the job of sweeper is to clean, isn't it? The sweeper is clean, it says. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur took this role of sweeper and to clean the heart of each and every one, cleaning the heart and Srimad Bhagavatam. So from where do we get the bhoga? From Srimad Bhagavatam. Everything is a Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? That's the storehouse. Whatever you want for spreading Krishna consciousness, everything is in Srimad Bhagavatam. And and the principal trader is Sri Nityananda Prabhu, right? And the co-principal trader in Bengal, Sri Adyatta Prabhu. In Vrindavan is Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. In Jagannath Puri, it's Sri Sarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. And the storekeeper in Bengal are Sri Gadadhar Pandit, Srimati Vishnu Priya, and Srimati Janava Thakurani. In Vrindavan, the storekeeper were Raghunath Das Goswami. In Jagannath Puri, it's Sri Paramananda Puri. And following this explanation is a description of the transcendental currency of the market. The various level of devotions are compared to paisa, the smallest denomination. I don't think anywhere now you're using paisa in India now. I could remember when we were child, we used to get 1 or 2 paisas and get everything over there. But now it's gone. It's like, 1 penny. But yeah, penny is again more higher than the paisa. But at the time anyway. So, and it says that from paisa it goes to annas. Annas are basically that is the most valuable denomination. That's a gold coin. And the qualification, it says that the qualification of for membership are also specified. The techniques for chanting are detailed, and the Thakur then proceeds to describe some of the preaching pastimes of his party's friends. So the benefit the benefit of the marketplace is that the is being headed by one commander. The commander is the who takes care of the devotees, that who takes care of the people who come in the in the market, right? And then there are some called traveling preachers. Traveling preachers are the second level. Door and give holy name. And then Bhakti Thakur himself become a sweeper. So the sweeper is the one whose whose duty is to maintain purity, speak Krishna consciousness, give some discourses, and try to purify the hearts. And very importantly, when I was going through these notes, it says that uh, to purify someone's other heart, we have to purify our own self at first by making our sadhana very nicely, right? And the importance, very importance of this namahata are, it says, it provides a very good opportunity for people to connect with. It provides a he says it serves as an expansion to the nearby temple. Isn't it? Very importantly, So, uh, what it says is that if someone is not able to come to temple very frequently, they can visit a Namahatta nearby them and then get the benefit of everything. Just imagine if we have some 10 Namahatta in Glasgow. We can definitely we can take Mahaprabhus, like, and then we can sing holy name over there, and then they will get the essence what the Krishna consciousness is about. And then it says, it's a very, very easy and effective way to connect people to the holy name. We did the kirtan in Hindu Mandir some time back. I think almost a month back now. And the people, they were very much appreciated the holy name, the chanting of the holy name. Even we got the feedback saying that we haven't experienced these things earlier as well. So that's the power of holy name is. Holy name goes into their ears. All right. And then, okay, then we'll just see about the spotless character of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and how he used to spend his time. Here, Prabhupada says, in this book it's being described that how Bhaktivinoda Thakur spent his each and every moment from 7:30 till 8 p.m. Between that, he used to go to rest till 10 p.m. 2 hours of rest. So we say our next day actually preparation starts from the previous day. So at 6:30 till 8 he will go to bed until 10, and he'll take rest for 2 hours, and then he'll get up. And from 10 till 4 a.m., 10 to 4 a.m., he would write books. 6 hours of completely dedicating, no disturbance, nothing is there. And anyway, there were less disturbance at the time, no WhatsApp, no Instagram, and no Facebook, but still he preferred to have completely dedicated time. Everyone is sleeping, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur is doing writing for us. The importance why he took up this charge of writing is because of the Apasampadayas. Correct way, right? And there are so many bad names has been given to Gaura Sampradaya at the time actually, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he defeated everything, and actually his mercy only that we are here and discussing Krishna Katha, right? And from 4 to 4:30 he will take again a power nap, a small rest, and then 4:30 till 7 he would chant the holy name every single day. And at 7 to 7:30 he would respond to some visitors, and then when I was hearing these things, it's been described that he had fixed time for the visitors, right? So the people who come to visit him, they would come in this time. So the guest, interestingly, the guests we say in India is atithi. Atithi means what? The guest. So tithi is the time, means no time. So tithi, and the guest who comes to our house, they should be given a time. Okay, this time, as we do. So atithi, he has some time to receive visitors, and then almost around 8:30 till 8:30 he would bathing, and after that breakfast, and then to office. And 10 to 1 he will do his office work. And in office work he used to solve the problems very quickly and very efficiently, no here and there. And then he will take a lunch break for 1 to 2 hours, from 1 to 2, and then from 2 to 5 again back to the office. And after 5 he comes. So his routine, and just imagine how much responsibility he has. If we get some responsibility, we start deviating from our services. Okay, I got this responsibility, I got this. But he's taking care of 13 children, right? He was an officer, and he was working as an admin in Jagannath Puri temple as well. And still the preaching work, writing of the books was never being compromised. And the very important thing what I uh, got is properly, more deeply, then as I discussed earlier, the storehouses in Bhagavatam. So we'll get energy, we get everything from Srimad Bhagavatam when we go more deeper, right? And he spent almost 1.5 or 2 years in Puri, especially completely focused on studying the scriptures very deeply, like Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Satsangavar, and Govinda Bhashya and others. And then he expanded his writings into many other books for us, so that we, as a devotee, uh, should not deviate here and there. I mean, he wrote so many books on holy name, actually, in different languages and verses, right? Like Chintamani, right? Harinam Chintamani is one of the very jewel book on chanting holy name. And then expansion from that is a Bhajana Rahasya. Bhajana Rahasya also has a very nice book where in Bhakti Thakur has given his own realizations on chanting the holy name, right? And yeah, Prabhupada writes glorifying Bhakti Thakur in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says that in the Vedic principles or ethical laws, that is the standard of love of Godhead. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur warns us in this connection that we should not mistakenly think that the idea of giving up everything implies the renunciation of duties necessary in relation to the body and mind. Even such duties are not sense gratification if they are undertaken in spirit of service to Krishna. Very important word, isn't it? I mean, yeah, in one of the past times, what happened? One of the yogis, he got some mystic power, actually, and he started claiming that I am Mahavishnu. Isn't it? You must have heard this past time. He started thinking I'm Mahavishnu, and once what he did is he invited all the ladies that, okay, I'm going to do Rasa Leela. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, just put him in jail. And actually, tried to negotiate with Bhaktivinoda Thakur, saying that, oh no, we can both work, mutually, let me earn more, I can give you more, like that. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says no for compromising the principles. And then he was being caught by the government and put in jail. And also it's being said that the people who came to arrest this that, and then they say we can't arrest him because he seems to be the Lord himself. He has got so much of power. And Bhakti Thakur said, let's go. and and they chanted the holy name, and then all mystic power has went away from there, and then they arrested him. And eventually what they say, that this yogi, he made sick to the children of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and then his wife maybe got scared. He says, my children will die. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, don't worry, holy name is there, Jagannath is there, and then eventually uh, it all went good. Yeah, I mean, just few more things before we say. What I understood properly, and thanks for the opportunity to give me to read it again. So what I try to understand is, we should invest our time in preaching, and especially to preach, we need to preach our own self first, and go more deeper in our philosophy, understanding those here and there from our Srimad Bhagavatam very, very finely, and then chanting attentively, and mold our activities to please the Lord. So this is what I take away from this whole session. I mean, I was thinking that this whole session actually is just to preach my own self, to get so much of learning from this book, Seventh Goswami. And this is again a very beautiful book by Javataka Maharaj. And in the very start, actually, he says, I'll just read a few of those. So what it says that each and every transaction, wherever it takes place, is under the control of the above market. So this Namahattas, what it says here, it is interesting to note that all the preaching activities must be under the control of one bona fide markets. In other words, preaching should always be connected with the International Society of Krishna Consciousness and not to be totally separate. ISKCON is a branch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings, and the demonstrators the sublime nature of his Sankirtana movement. So even if we try to open another Namahatta or start preaching anywhere, and we should be very much connected to the local temple, we should be very much faithful to the society which is given by our Srila Prabhupada. Right? So that's very important thing. Otherwise, it's again goes back to the point of Bhaktivinoda Thakur writing the books for defeating those upper sampradayas. Right. So I think I'll stop here. Any quick questions, comment, I want to share anything, please feel free to. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
So you were saying it was 1886 we started Namahattas, was it?
Sorry, Prabhu, 86?
1886 when Bhaktivinoda Thakur started the Namahattas, is that right what you said?
91.
91?
Yeah, in 91, he took a leave for 2 years, and that's why he started Namahattas.
So it was almost 100 years later, devotees from ISKCON were in West Bengal and discovered those Namahatta programs still running.
Yeah.
And it's an important thing to notice that although we're sitting in a temple, and the temple here is a place that we can all meet in, that maybe even more important than that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, because temples come and go, but these programs kept on going. This is the essence of the movement. Of course, if you have a congregation which maintains, then they want somewhere to meet, so that follows naturally. But it was just even in the terms of Christian church, the church meant the congregation of the people. The building was just the place where they could meet. But then after some time, when the whole essence is lost, then they refer to the building. So I think it was very important. You said he had 500 Namahattas.
Yes, 500 Namahattas.
And then his desire was that this movement expands, and Prabhupada was born in that year.
Yeah.
Same year, he also sent flyers to different universities around the world. Devotees discovered in McGill University in Canada, the flyers that he sent about Lord Chaitanya's mission. So these are all significant things.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. And yeah, even if we describe that each Namahattas, they will have thousands of people coming as well. So it's not just like one house with 5 people doing a Namahatta. It's not like that. It's 1,000 people in each Namahatta. So just imagine, right? I mean. Here, I mean, we can't imagine how Bhaktivinoda Thakur did everything in those 2 years. Though certainly, is a associate of the Lord, he could do anything, and that's why he appeared, as we discussed earlier. Like whenever there is a decline in the religious principles, either devotees, either Lord Himself or His associate and His devotees, they appear to reestablish those dharmas, and that's how we could see even Prabhupada, taking Krishna consciousness to the whole world. Right. So, okay. So I'll stop here. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
We're going to have kirtan now. Who's leading the kirtan? Madhu, yeah. Okay. And just to let everybody know, we have. Could someone switch that heater off? Can someone switch off that heater? I think half the devotees have fallen asleep. Yeah, that's better, thanks. So you may have noticed we've changed the timing of the Sunday program. So this is, I think this is going to work out from now on. Previously, we were feeding everybody and then having a program which is difficult to stay awake when you've just been fed. And this year we tested you again by putting the heating on too much. But so generally we will have the Sunday program starting at 12:30, half hour kirtan, hour lecture, and then half hour kirtan again. But on special festival days, like next Sunday, is the appearance of Lord Nityananda. It was actually on the Monday, but we're doing the festival on the Sunday for the public. So that'll be starting not at the usual Sunday program because the special festival days go on a bit longer. So we'll be starting at 3 p.m. As well as Lord Nityananda's appearance, it's also the anniversary of Srimati Vrindadevi's installation and the celebration of all the shalagrams when they started getting worshipped. So there's like 3 parts to that festival. And there'll be an amazing feast as well at the end of it all. So if you could be here for 3 next week, and then again after that it'll be 12:30. Okay, I think that's everything for now. Chalo. Jaldi karo. The last few weeks we've been having talks on the summit in Hatta. And because this is leading up to Lord Nityananda's appearance day, Lord Nityananda, as we speak about some of the bhajans, the importance of this Hatta or marketplace of the holy name. So being that chanting the holy name is Yuga Dharma, then we want to focus on that. Get the message of Lord Nityananda, and then continuing success in spiritual.
So, ask Vijay. क्या हुआ है बताना अगर कुछ सीधे बैठेंगे
জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ কত নিদ্রা জগ মায়া পিশাচির কোলে কত নিদ্রা জগ মায়া পিশাচির কোলে জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে ভজিব বলিয়া এসে সংসার ভিতরে 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 ভুলিয়া রহিলে তুমি অবিদার ঘোরে ভুলিয়া জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ তোমারে লইতে আমি হইনু অবতার তোমারে লইতে আমি হইনু অবতার আমি বিনা বন্ধু কি আছে তো মা আমি বিনা বন্ধু কে আছে জীব জাগ জীব জাগ গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগ এনেছি ঔষধি মায়া নাশিবার লাগি এনেছি সদি মায়া নাশিবার লাগে হরিনাম মহামন্ত্র হরিনাম মহামন্ত্র লও তুমি মাগে হরিনাম মহামন্ত্র লও তুমি জীব জাগো গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগো ভক্তি বিনোদ প্রভু চরণে পড়িয়া 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 সেই হরি নাম মন্ত্র লইল মা গিয়া হরি নাম মন্ত্র লইল মা গিয়া জীব জাগো গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগো জীব জাগো গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগো জীব জাগো গোরা চাঁদ বলে জীব জাগো Again one time up. Okay. ওই বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দেওয়ার সাগর ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর দাসে করুণা করি ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এ দাসে করুণা করি ওহে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর দয়ার সাগর এ দাসে করুণা করি দিয়া পদ ছায়া সদা হে আমায় তোমার চরণ ধরি তোমার চরণ ধরি দিয়া পদ ছায়া সদা হে আমায় তোমার চরণ ধরি তোমার ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। ছয় বেগদমি ছয় দশ সধি, ছয় গুণ দেহ দাসে। ছয় বেগদমি ছয় দশ সধি, ছয় গুণ ছয় শত সঙ্গ দেহ হে আমায়, বসেছি সঙ্গের আসে, বসেছি সঙ্গের আসে। ছয় শত সঙ্গ দেহ হে আমায়, বসেছি সঙ্গের আসে, বসেছি সঙ্গের আসে। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে একাকী আমার নাহি পায়ে বল, হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে। একাকী আমার নাহি পায়ে বল, হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে। আর একাকী আমার নাহি পায়ে বল, হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে। একাকী আমার নাহি পায়ে বল, হরিনাম সংকীর্তনে। তুমি কৃপা করি সদা বৃন্দ দিয়া, দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে, দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে। তুমি কৃপা করি সদা বৃন্দ দিয়া, দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে, দেহ কৃষ্ণ। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার, কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো, তোমারও শক্তি আছে। কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার, কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো, আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি, আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি, ধাই তব পাছে পাছে, ধাই তব পাছে পাছে। আর আমি তো কাঙাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি, ধাই তব পাছে পাছে, ধাই তব পাছে পাছে। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। ও হে বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, দয়ার সাগর, এ দাসে করুণা করি। জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয়, বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয়। জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয়, বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয়, বৈষ্ণব। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि more I have time. I have 5 minutes. Okay, so we can sing another. Nitai pada kamala? No. This is not. I'll just find it. না গৌরাঙ্গ বলি থাকুক তো গৌরাঙ্গ বলি থাকুক লাকুশ গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরা গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীরা গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরা গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীরা হরি হরি আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর কবে আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন কবে হাম হেরিব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন কবে হাম রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে হইবে আকুতি কবে হাম বুঝিব সে যুগল প্রীতি রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে হইবে আকুতি কবে হাম বুঝিব সে রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রুহু মোর আশা প্রার্থনা করে সদা নরতম দাসা রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রুহু মোর আশা প্রার্থনা করে সদা রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রুহু মোর আশা প্রার্থনা করে সদা নরতম দাসা রূপ রঘুনাথ পদে রুহু মোর আশা প্রার্থনা করে সদা গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীর গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরি আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর কবে তুচ্ছ হবে আর কবে নিতাই চাঁদে করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোর গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীর গৌরাঙ্গ বলিতে হবে পুলক শরীর হরি হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम जय खौर निताई जय मायापुर शशि जय खौर निताई जय मायापुर शशि जय खौर निताई मायापुर शशि जय श्री तुलसीनाथ जय श्री तुलसीनाथ श्री तुलसीनाथ जय श्री तुलसीनाथ जय गिरिधारी लाल जय गिरिधारी लाल गिरिधारी लाल जय गिरिधारी लाल जय गिरिधारी लाल जय गिरिधारी लाल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय निताय पद कमल नेक्स्ट वीक